What's up? Charles Barkley's right. Coaches get too much blame for these inept players. Now, I told you LeBron James is old and his butt may consider retiring, and Kevin Durant's butt old, he may consider retiring. But and Anthony Davis is half-hearted, and some when he want to play, when he great, but he can be half-hearted. Devin Booker, you know, I mean, you got firepower. What's your excuse? Because you don't like the guy and you want him fired? I mean, there are some whack butt coaches. That's gonna get it straight to twisted. Some guys get hooked up, but everybody has to go through the program. But if guys don't play and execute, whose fault is that? D'Angelo Russell sitting up there playing on his phone, texting and tweeting when the boy put an Easter egg up the other day. That wasn't Darvin Ham's fault. Darvin Ham had every reason to get that turkey a two-piece and send him back to the locker room. LeBron James up there standing up his coach, talking about, oh, why don't you call the challenge and whatnot? As if that's going to excuse you missing that boneheaded three and defense assignments and Jamal Murray flexing on you. Is that what we're going to do? Or Anthony Davis talking about we not on the same accord or crying. No, these players cry too much when everybody hold their hand and don't want to be accountable. If your butt old, get your butt off or sit on the bench and ride in time. But to sit here and throw cryptic messages in the media and say stupid stuff, no. The problem is the teams, all the analytics and all the stuff don't want coaches to coach no more. That's why I give Pat Riley props for stepping to LeBron James's hind parts and saying, look, Eric Spoelstra ain't going to be fired. You going to work with him. That's what they need to do. The Lakers look stupid and idiotic for firing Darvin Ham and Phil Handy off their assistant. Look stupid. The man lost to the team that's considered the best team with the best player in the world with Jokic. There is no shame in losing to a better team. What your shame is when you choke away a 20-point lead. What your shame is when your best player offensively that night, who was headed for a 40 or 50 piece because LeBron had to start stat padding and takes up that old corny three, and then Jamal Murray hits that fade over AD. That's who you should be mad with. Y'all need to work that out on the floor. That's not the coach's fault. Or the load management of the Clippers, who want to shuffle with Ty Lue, who can really coach, by the way. That's on them. Or the Atlanta Hawks always fire their coaches because Trae Young be crying and pouting. Trae Young been in a conference championship game, but what has he really done? When some of these coaches get fired, it's because they have to deal with these divas. Some of the overrated jive turkeys who be crying all the time. If you're coaching New Orleans Pelicans, you shouldn't get fired for dealing with Zion Williams. Zion got to put the buffet down. That's him. They got too much talent over there to be a half-hearted, half-butt team. So, lady, you got to step your game up. Just like the Celtics with Tatum and Brown. Udoka was a strong coach, and he got Dylan Brooks into 500 with a bunch of kids and a lot of suspect stuff going on, and they still 500 teams. So that man can coach, okay? So stop acting like, if a cat can coach, that's one thing. If a guy got the goods. It ain't the coach's fault if you veteran team and you suck and you're battle tested. You might can pull that stunt maybe early in your career to an extent, but you're an old full-fledged player with a guy who's been battle tested or a guy that's coaching the best he can. Darvin Ham did the best he could with that squad. That Laker team is old and busted. I mean, you ain't supposed to get but so much out of them. All the refs and Adam Silver and the help you can get can't cover up the trademarks. The trademarks that's on LeBron James's wheels and AD's. So coaches should be more respected, but they're not. And that's because the league allows these divas to come around and cry and moan and give cryptic messages and diss and stuff like that, as opposed to work through it. I can see if a buster sucks. He stinks and he getting out coached or he don't know what he doing. But this ain't the case. This embarrassing. Please like, subscribe, work on thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share it if you feel like in my piece.